Coming up today, we're joined by Robbie Madison from the Freestyle Kings.
You know, I want to inspire the world and ultimately inspire people to be the best versions of themselves, not ultimately to do what I do, but just to do what they do and to be great at it.
I'll fill you in on Be More Chill, and Dan will tell you about Celeste Barber's show in Newcastle. Produced on Awabakal and Warramai land, this is The Good Stuff on Newcastle Live.
This is
Good.
good stuff.
The Good Stuff. Local theatre company Chookers Entertainment will bring the sci-fi musical Be More Chill to the Civic Playhouse in May. The musical follows a teenager who puts his faith in a supercomputer that promises to bring him everything he desires most. Be More Chill will hit the stage of the Civic Playhouse from the 8th of May and run for an 11-show season. To find out more, head on over to newcastlelive.com.au.
Good.
Aussie world record holder and stunt performer Robbie Madison will ride here in Newcastle with Freestyle Kings this Saturday night. Here's the chat that we had with Maddo ahead of the show. You've just kicked off your tour. How's it been so far?
The tour's been great. You know, I'm so proud of the Freestyle Kings, such a great group of riders, athletes, and the management. You know, it's just a good group. Some of the team there I've worked with for 2 decades, you know, Nathan, who's a producer guy, but then Josh and the crew from Freestyle Kings, all the riders, obviously me being the oldest guy, a lot of those guys are influenced and inspired by what I've done in my career. So to be around, you know, kids that look up to me and see to where they've taken the sport, and I'm in awe of it. It's just a great mix. We have an incredible show. It's a really, you know, a fast-paced 2-hour live, you know, obviously live entertainment show. It's on the edge of your seat, kind of sweaty palms, kind of entertainment. And it's got something for everyone, you know, from the beautiful fire dancers to the, you know, my kids are in the show. And I think that's the coolest part is like little kids see other little kids. And I remember when I used to see other little kids riding dirt bikes, I still remember the first day I saw a little kid on a Pee-wee and it stuck with me for the rest of my life. So yeah. I'm sure my kids riding in the show will have that effect on some of the kids. And then from there to like what the guys do and the guys and girls do in the second half of the show, it's absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm really stoked to be a part of it.
Yeah. How did you like train up your kids to be a part of this? Like what kind of transition happened between, you know, learning to ride to doing these huge stunts?
Well, you know, they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So I think there's that element. And then it's just the way I walk, talk, carry myself. I think, you know, the kids, I spent my whole life creating my dreams and my dreams have led to me, you know, having this beautiful place in California with ramps and foam pits and airbags and all this stuff in the front yard. So when you open our front door, you're looking at a freestyle motocross playground. And so some of the world's best riders frequent my yard daily. So my kids have grown up watching the world's best ride bikes. So it's all they know. And then they have the access there and they have, in my opinion, the greatest coach in the world. So, you know, we have the foam pit. When the kids started riding BMX bikes, you know, I started like just building little jumps for them and just help them go from one step to another. And so they've just progressed, you know, they've progressed efficiently. And I've tried to make it as safe as I can for them. And so far it's been a joyride, you know, and the kids are very skillful, they're confident, and they're able to pull off what they do in the show without any danger. It's not like they're out there, you know, just sending it and taking crazy risks. So it's nice to be able to just be proud of them and see them show off their hard work and their commitment that they've got themselves to this level.
What do you feel when you're watching them?
I'm their biggest fan. I'm like right there. You know, for the first part of the show, I come out and do my introductory and then I introduce the kids and then I join in with them and have a ride with them. And then the second part of the show, Cruz comes out. My eldest is 13. He's about the size of a 10-year-old, but he's 13. But Cruz comes out and does the backflip on his 65. So it's my favorite part of the show. And I mean, he's great and he's confident. But every time he goes somewhere, something little changes, you know, and it's just like, and I try to explain this to him because when we're in California, he's like, "Oh, Dad, I've got it. And I said, "Buddy, you don't, because when we get on tour, things are going to change. There's going to be elements that are going to make you feel uncomfortable, and you need to be able to overcome that. So I need you to practice to a deeper level." And that's where we kind of butted heads because he was just like, "Dad, he'd already checked out mentally, but after the last tour in New Zealand, he met that specific situation that I was trying to identify.
Yeah.
And he did. He didn't achieve what he wanted to. He did do the backflip in shows, but there was rain, there was wind, there was a lot of elements that made him feel uncomfortable. So now on this tour, he's actually like prepared for that, and so he's much more confident. But then the last show, it was the first time he'd done a flip into the darkness. So when you go off the ramp and into the pitch black, there's a whole visual difference, and he just wasn't ready for that. And then I was like, I didn't even identify it to make him aware of it. I just said overlooked that, but then he stomped that, and he actually over-rotated his first one and come off, but we had the airbag landing, so he got up without any injury, and then he came back around and he did another one perfectly.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see them, identify the things that I was trying to make them aware of, and realizing that I'm not like some drill sergeant, but I think, to be honest, seeing them progress and deal with all these different changing things you have to deal with, for me, I'm so proud. I mean, the boys' mum, Amy, we're just so proud to see how excited our boys are to be there and how serious they take it and how much they enjoy it.
What's the craziest stunt that you're doing at the moment, and how do you get through it?
I'm working on something new, something really crazy. It's going to be the final piece of my puzzle of what I wanted to achieve. It's what I set out to achieve in the beginning of my career, and now it's, with technology and with the team that I've built through the 20 years of doing this. Now we have the ability to pull off, and it's been a dream of mine to always pull off an event as big as what Evel Knievel did. Like, he was able to capture the world's attention and have, record-setting audiences watching live. And that's what I want to achieve. I want to entertain, inspire the world, and ultimately inspire people to be the best versions of themselves, not ultimately to do what I do, but to do what they do and to be great at it. So, but as far as crazy stunts in an actual show, I leave that to the younger guys. I'm just there to ride at my ability and my level. I've just had shoulder surgery, so I'm definitely not the craziest guy in the group doing the biggest trick, but I've already ticked that box. I did that for many years. So it's just nice to be out there with these guys, supporting my boys and being there for the fans. It's like for a lot of the show, I'm in mingling with the fans, the kids, and getting photos and signing autographs and stuff, and just having one-on-ones, looking them in the eye and giving them, some genuine questions of what they're up to and if they ride, and just checking in with them. And I think, from my perspective, it's been well received. I think a lot of the kids are there to get that, one-on-one. If I was riding with the whole show, that wouldn't happen. So I think we have a great mix, and it's nice to ride and also connect with everyone at all of these shows.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, well, look, it's been such a privilege to talk to you, and I can't wait to see the Freestyle Kings here in Newey.
Me either. We're excited. Yeah, Newcastle's going to be awesome. We and by Newcastle, I should be back on my good foot. So
awesome.
We're excited to come to Newey. Newey's it's Steel City as well. So I'm obviously from the Gong. Spent a lot of my time in Newcastle. Hopefully we can drag some of the legends out there like Craig Anderson and Danny Ham from back in the day, and obviously Dane Kennard's riding, Chuck Norris. They're both Michael Norris, but Chucky we call him. But they're all from Newey. So Newey's been represented, and we're excited to put on a great show for you guys.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bonnie. Great to chat to you.
This is where it sounds good.
Good stuff. Comedic powerhouse Celeste Barber will bring her brand new show to Newcastle this August. The show, called Backup Dancer, dives headfirst into a spectrum of themes including politics, freeing the nipples, and exploring the hypothetical world of being a Taylor Swift backup dancer. Celeste will hit the stage at the Civic Theatre on the 7th of August. Hit newcastlelive.com.au to find out more.
The good stuff. That's it for the good stuff today. Thank you so much to Robbie Madison and the whole crew over at Freestyle Kings. We'll see you tomorrow from 4 p.m.